Hello, you beautiful soul. Your guidebook is on its way to your inbox shortly, but I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge you for taking a step closer to your soul. My name is Jennifer DeRossi, and I'm the co-founder of Moonstone Collective, a community that connects beautiful souls, such as yourself, to leaders in the wellness world through various events such as soul circles, weekly meditation, and wellness retreats. Moonstone Collective was founded in the midst of a spiritual awakening, not only for myself, but simultaneously my best friend and business partner, Ellie. 2019 was a massive year of change for each of us. In February of that year, I was diagnosed with breast cancer as a new breastfeeding mom to a 9-month-old daughter. Enter my dark night of the soul. For the first time in my life, I was forced to take care of myself, not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And like many moms and women in general, I had put my own needs aside for the better part of my life. And I had ignored the whispers of my intuition and my soul calling for far too long. Cancer was the universe yelling at me, enough is enough. And I believed I received that message loud and clear. So over the course of my journey, I devoted myself to healing. I read all the books, I took all the courses, I hired a life coach. I began to surround myself with like-minded women, many of whom have become, my soul family. During all of this healing, my best friend Ellie was one of my biggest support systems. She's one of the few people I could be raw and real with and experience the full range of human emotion with zero judgment and unlimited compassion. Throughout all of this, she herself was also going through her own dark night of the soul as her new marriage was coming to an end, and the life she imagined for her future was no longer going to be her reality. So we became a support system for each other, and we shared book recommendations and videos and podcasts and anything that could help one another out. We also started to attend moon circles and wellness events together. And after experiencing firsthand the profound power of women coming together to be courageously vulnerable and heal, and the transformation that happened as a result of this, we were hooked. Both coming from event backgrounds, Ellie being a wedding planner still to this day, we decided that we wanted to create beautifully curated events of our own. So we started Moonstone Collective with a promise and a declaration of a new beginning for each of us, a commitment to our healing and personal growth journeys and sharing our experiences along with other women in the community. We planned and held our first in-person wellness retreat in February 2020, and we were over the moon, so happy with fulfillment. And then, as many can relate, the world changed, and we found ourselves having to pivot in the online event world. And despite much resistance, we eventually embraced the idea and realized that this only meant further reach and accessibility of our connections to one another. So we've since been hosting various online events over the past year, including a weekly meditation series called Meditative Mondays, where we explore the many ways and shapes and forms that one can experience this practice. And it's a practice that continues to help Ellie and I in our endless journeys to wellness. So we're so excited to be bringing you our first week-long virtual experience, Rise and Reset, the week of January 24th to 30th. So we've teamed up with some of the most incredible women to bring you daily inspiration, tips, practices, and soul food across many categories, including nutrition, self-love, and reflection, just to name a few. And the theme of this retreat is based around the philosophy of the 6 essential elements of a soulful morning ritual. And the guidebook that you'll be receiving shortly is a condensed version of the retreat guidebook that guests will be receiving. So it outlines the elements that we believe are fundamental to transformative living. And rather than give you, a generic to-do list of tasks or habits to adapt to each morning, as many books and programs do out there, we wanted to give you a framework. And the reason for this is not only are we all at different stages in our personal growth journeys, But we each go through periods or seasons where our soul craves change. And this framework gives you the container and the importance of it while showing you how to tap into your own intuition and create and curate the practices that for you and your lifestyle work. So, for example, we won't tell you that you have to meditate for 20 minutes a day because we know that that simply doesn't work for everyone. And it may very well work for you, and if so, great. But we wanted to go a step further and show you why it's important to honor where you're at and then where you want to go and take small steps to get there. Another example might be daily movement, which is one of our essential elements. For some, this might look like 5 minutes light yoga stretch in the morning. And for others, it might be a 45-minute intense HIIT workout. And if you've never moved your body in the morning, you're likely not going to want to choose the latter of the two. And if you did, there's a very good chance you wouldn't follow through for a very long time. So we show you how to find the perfect amount of movement for you and how to adjust that over time as your needs change. So each day, our retreat goers will have the opportunity to hop on a live seminar with the expert of the day at noon, and they'll be sent the recordings later on so that they have lifetime access to these teachings. Now, if you do show up live, however, you'll be eligible to win our ritual giveaway, which includes some of our favorite wellness tools. So we'll be using our free Facebook community to share our soul work for the day and to experience this, energy of transformation as a collective, which we know is so, so powerful. So I invite you to take some much deserved time for yourself each day and join us in this incredible experience together. I can't wait to see you there, keeping your soul inspired.